sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cleveland Browns. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Watch right, we got right. Here we go, dude. Here I come.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mayfield to throw it. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Hey, Zoo.
From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. First down, Winston. And he rifles one incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Play action now, Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wood. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Pilot, 64. And 3 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Nassib. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Alert, 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 alert.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
King.
Watch the ship.
Regular.
Watch out.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Steps away to his left. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
44. Flip. You better break. I'm letting you know.
They go play action. Winston. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, this is Harris. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Wait. You better be afraid of me. 6 guys. Check.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Ready.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They run with Harris. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. Jameis to throw it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jannard Avery drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not getting too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Browns drive about to get started.
50. Time to go. Night. Check 99. Check 99.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
SOS. Run. Switch. Back. Hey.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Here's Mayfield. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Check 24. Out. Hey, alert. Under crunch. Check 31. Check 3.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Winston looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it. This is Harris. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Alert, 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 alert.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On the ground, Kamara. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Mayfield now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. And he completes it to Wilson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on, QB, come on. 45, 45. Mike, 45. There we go.
From the 27, Mayfield forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Real. Hurry. Let's go. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Real. You can't regular.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now the Bucs are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
180. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Run. Five.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Watch the curl.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
He's checking crowd. Check. Hurry. Tight dog.
And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Check 50. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. There you are.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back.
Mike 25. In your face. Hey, stop. Crunch. Check the ball.
Jameis now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Winston. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You got three down.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake, Winston looking downfield for Godwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
They'll throw again, Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A gain of 22.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Number 86. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Ready. Black 25 behind. Hey. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Here we go.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And some space here. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
It's point it right, point it right, point it right. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Browns send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 27. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Another run here with Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
To throw is Winston. And that will be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Mayfield looks to throw, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here, as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Wait.
Another run with Sanders. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Well, the Jets sweep. This is Godwin. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
It's a second down run with Sanders. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. They run the counter. Harris. And an alley to run. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They run again with Harris. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And down inside the 15 he goes. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On 1st down, Sanders. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Winston, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
45.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Mayfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Hey, check 24. Check. Kings. Wide. Get wide.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Steps away to his left. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
To throw, Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hey, alert!
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, Three things can happen, and two of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. They'll run on first down. Harris. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Now Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jameis to throw it. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35 but didn't make it. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Regular. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Mayfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Following the interception, Winston. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it.
Got it. Ready. 70. Indy. Screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They'll go again with Sanders. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, It's Harris, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They go play action. Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
All day, dog.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 44 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Just like that.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That one is caught by Hunt. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And again, it's Mayfield. Being chased out left. He'll run it. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Mayfield. And Wilson has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mayfield to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Seth DeValve, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Ready, blue lady. Night, sweetheart.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go down as a loss of 5. And it brings up 3rd down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready, Mike,
They'll run. It's Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Ready, blue lady. Yo.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Bucs, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.